This is exercise 7.4, using OneDrive to manage files and folders. We are working our way through Lab 7, which is supporting data storage. Part of the supporting Windows 8.1 lab manual in the Microsoft Official Academic Course in preparation for exam 70-688. In this exercise, we're going to connect to the internet to access a OneDrive to create and manage Office documents. Unlike other exercises you have completed so far, you will perform this exercise on a client computer that has access to the internet. The mindset behind this is that OneDrive is formerly called SkyDrive and allows users to create and store documents in the cloud. The approximate time for this is about 35 minutes. So we're going to I'm going to use my live machine. To create a OneDrive. All right, and I've navigated to https://onedrive.live.com, and this is where it brought me. And we're going to do the sign up now. And create a Microsoft account. Or if we already have one, I'm going to go ahead and log in. And it wants us to put in our first name and then last name, and then get an email address. So I'm going to do get a new email address. And then we want to type in the following email address. You're going to put in your first name, last name, and then training. So we're going to do it this way. I'll put in my information. Okay, this is the year that I'm in currently. I'm sorry, the month that I'm in is December. The year that I'm in is 2016. Oops, we need a dash. And it brings us to the next question. What is the email address? Well, this is going to be the email address. It's going to be your first name dot last name dot training dot the month that you're doing this dash the year, and then at outlook.com. And then in the create password text, we're going to use our standard password. And then next. I'll add a 1 to it. And then next. Okay, now I have an account. If you're following along, you're required to do so. This would be where you would do your next screenshot. So now we're going to go ahead and click on Documents folder. And we want to create a folder. So new. folder, and we're going to call this project files, and then select create. Here's our project files, and then we're going to go ahead and click on the folder to open it. And now we want to go back up to new, and then Word document. Although not everybody has Word, so I'm going to do plain text document. The lab says to use a Word document. If you're required to do so, go ahead and do that. If you're one of my students and you're really not sure, let's go ahead and use plain text document. We're still going to be following the same steps. And then you're going to type in document 1. And then create. And then inside document 1, we're just going to type a few words. And this is just what it says in the directions. Now we're going to click on the OneDrive link to return to the main screen. Oops, there is a save button on this, so I'm going to click on save. And then go back to my project files. And you'll see I have my document text located in my project files. And if you're following along in the lab manual and you're required to do so, this would be where you do your next screenshot. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and close this. And then we are going to go back to (8B). I'm going to log in. We're going to log in as other user. And we want to create a new user. So I'm going to go into here, right click, computer management. Okay, I'm going to expand this. Click on local users and groups. Expand it. Select on users. And we're going to right click, new user. And then the username is going to be S. Mason. Simon Mason. We're going to use our standard password. Uncheck this, check this, check this. Click on create, close, close, and now we're going to log on as Simon Mason. Okay, let me find out why it's not letting me in. Oh, I know what I did. There we go. We had to put in the Win8B. Okay, once it logs in, we're going to click on the Windows icon and click on the OneDrive. I'm going to click on PC settings. Connect to a Microsoft account. Password. All right, close. Let's try doing this a little bit differently. Okay, in order to connect to OneDrive, the first thing we have to do is make sure we have our external adapter connected, and it's not. So we're going to go ahead and right-click onto our adapter, open Network and Sharing Center, change adapter settings, right-click and select Enable. Now, just to test it, we should be able to open up our Internet Explorer. Okay, now that we have, well, we had a connection. So I'm going to try using my live machine to do this. I'm going to click on my Windows icon, click on the OneDrive, and I need to log in. Okay, if you're able to get internet connection, I'm not able to for some reason with my Windows 8B. If you do have internet connection, if you go into your Windows 8B, if you click on the Windows icon, select on the OneDrive, it'll walk you through the sign-on process. Since I'm having some connectivity issues, we're going to bypass that for now. Once you get connected, then you're going to take your final screenshot. If you're one of my students, just take your screenshot from your main showing where you've set up your OneDrive Live with the one document in it. And that is the end of this lab, the end of this exercise.